Hello, friends. Welcome to episode 212 of the Note Coach podcast, Fomo 5. I'm your host, Suzanne Culberg, and I started recording this at 12:34, 1, 2, 3, 4. So something magical about that number. Just thought I'd share it. So if you're not familiar with the term FOMO, or the acronym FOMO, it stands for fear of missing out. So this tool I'm going to teach you about today, it's called the Fomo 5. Coming into the holidays, Christmas, parties, food, so often many of us overindulge because we have FOMO, fear of missing out. There's so many goodies on offer that we think, oh, I'll just have it all today and start again tomorrow or Monday, or January 1st, the universal day to change our lives, which I believe for 2024 is actually falling on a Monday. So the 1st of January being a Monday, like, check it out. But back to the FOMO 5. If you feel like indulging, if that's your jam, more power to you. But if you're trying to be a bit mindful of what you're eating and you know that Christmas is the time where, your waist expands, this is a very, very simple concept that can be quite useful. When you're going to a party, a get-together, a gathering, a place where there's food, often you're not actually hungry until you see it or smell it. You're fine, you're chatting, you're hanging out, and then you see whatever your poison is. For me, it's a vanilla slice. I can rarely say no to a vanilla slice. I think if you're overseas, you might not be familiar with what that is. So it's basically custard in between pastry with icing on top. Oh, it's like my Achilles heel. So if you notice the food and you're instantly salivating or wanting to reach for it, this is the tool. You ask yourself, will it matter in 5 minutes that, I haven't eaten this? Chances are you'll be like, of course, I'm still here. I'm still smelling it. I still want it, Will it matter in 5 hours? Actually, probably 5 hours from now, I'll be really appreciative that I didn't partake and overindulge and feel uncomfortable. Will it matter in 5 days? 5 days from now, I would have completely forgotten it. Like, can you think, anyone listening, pause. What did you eat 5 days ago for a snack or a treat? Chances are you won't remember. Will it matter in 5 weeks? Actually, in 5 weeks of saying no to food that doesn't serve you, you'll probably start seeing results. So you'll be really grateful that you declined. Will it matter in 5 months? Will it matter in 5 years? And so on and so forth. It's the simplest tool, because if you're not legitimately hungry, food isn't going to solve it. But so often it's easy to come by. It's right in line of sight. You tell yourself, oh, just one won't hurt. I'll start again tomorrow. And next thing you know, you've eaten so much, you feel uncomfortable, and you're like, oh, I've blown it now. I might as well keep going. So the FOMO 5 is a tool that you can use to, keep yourself eating more nourishing foods, eating towards foods that you desire. I don't like to say meal plan or diet or anything like that. But if you had, planned to eat a certain thing and other things come into your line of vision, then you can tell yourself, will it matter in 5 minutes? Maybe I'll still be here. 5 hours? No, I'll be grateful. 5 days? I won't even remember it. 5 weeks? I'll be so thankful because I'm starting to see results, and so on. But the FOMO 5 is a useful tool, not only to not do things that you attempted to do in the moment, but also to get you to do things that are in your long-term benefit. So, for example, today, I did not want to record this podcast. It's hot, it's humid, my hair's sticking in every direction, I'm tired, and I'm just thinking, oh, I'll do it later. By employing this tool, will it matter in 5 minutes? 5 minutes, I'll still be recording, so I'll probably still be moaning in my head about not wanting to do this. Will it matter in 5 hours? In 5 hours, I'll be thankful that I got it over with because it'll be done and off my checklist. Will it matter in 5 days? If I've actually done the thing and it's not sitting in the back of my mind going, should I do this? 5 weeks, 5 months, and so on. So you can use FOMO 5 to not do things that are instant gratification hits, but also to encourage you to do things that future you will thank you for. So as I said, we started recording this at 12:34. Once I finish this up, I'll have time to do a few things before I have to pick up the kids from school. Future Suze will be so thankful that the podcast for tomorrow, done, dusted, recorded, set to publish. So what is that task? We all have one. Something that's been on your back burner for so long. You think about it, you agonize over it. When you eventually pull your finger out and do it, it takes like 20 minutes and you'll be like, why have I been putting this off for days, weeks, months? So FOMO 5, you can use it to, not do things in the moment that aren't in your long-term good, like overeating, but you can also use it to do things now that future you will thank you for. Thank you so much for tuning in. And if you love the show, there are so many ways that you can support this show. You can make a donation. I got one. I didn't notice it till this morning. It came in over the weekend, and for whatever reason, my PayPal didn't ding. But thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. All donations gratefully received to go towards the time and effort and production and upkeep. I didn't know much about online business before I had one, but there's, even if things are free, there's still a monthly upkeep cost. So I really appreciate that. So you can make a donation. The link is in the show description, or if you're on my YouTube, it's under the video, or if you go to my website, suzanneculberg.com, click on resources, there's make a donation. You can share the episode. Thank you for everyone who's sharing them on socials. Sometimes you tag me and I see it. Sometimes you don't and I come across it. It's like, oh, who dat? Thank you so much. You can write a review. There is so many ways to support the show. And I think, coming into this time of year of, Christmas and giving and receiving, often we don't realize the ways we can support people that don't cost money. Commenting on the YouTube videos, sharing up the episodes, telling people about the show. It all means so much to those of us, in smaller business. So I thank you for that. I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.